last week, Reverend Ann told the DEA she'd be giving away free joints at their annual pill drop-off police station extravaganza.
Hi, good afternoon. This is Reverend Armstrong from the Healing Church.
And when Reverend Ann tells the DEA something, she means business.
At your collection sites tomorrow for the Takeback Day for drugs, we're calling to ask you if you'd like to issue a joint statement with us about our free Canamed starter pack that we're going to be offering to everyone as a thank you for bringing back their drugs.
In previous episodes, we saw Reverend Ann invite the U.S. Attorney to her church's 420 smoke-down ceremony on federal property.
Please leave me a message, and I will call you back as soon as possible. Thanks. Bye.
Mr. Myris, this is Deaconess Ann. I'm calling to invite you to our demonstration at the Sacred Well at 4:20 this afternoon that President Trump has descheduled cannabis.
And then Reverend Ann invited the DEA to come watch her propagate over 150 seedlings on federal property.
From the Healing Church in Rhode Island, calling because we are presenting a demonstration that President Trump has indeed descheduled cannabis by ordering Jeff Sessions to order you because, it's spring planting time, and so people have to get their cannabis plants outside right now. So we are going to be at Roger Williams National Memorial Park in Providence, Rhode Island tomorrow morning with live cannabis plants. And you are on notice of this fact. That is federal property. It is our understanding that cannabis has been completely removed from the schedule of controlled substances by Donald Trump, who gave a lawful order to your head, whose name is Robert Patterson. And so this is a tip for Mr. Patterson that there will be people with live cannabis plants that are not the kind that are only CBD. These have full spectrum of cannabinoids in them. And we will be in Roger Williams National Park tomorrow with them. And his lack of enforcement meets the Armstrong standard.
Let's watch now as she tells the DEA she'll give free weed to anyone dropping off pills at the National DEA Takeback Day.
Takeback Day for drugs. We're calling to ask you if you'd like to issue a joint statement with us about our free Canamed starter pack that we're going to be offering to everyone as a thank you for bringing back their drugs. Because as we all know, medicines that heal are much better than drugs that destroy. And so now that President Trump has ordered that cannabis be descheduled federally, there's no impediments to our working together. And so I was calling to find out to whom I would have to speak to arrange this at select locations in Massachusetts. I think the person to whom I was referred was, what's it? Patterson, Mr. Patterson. I think he's the acting head. And does he have a secretary or some sort of an administrative assistant? We're talking about putting out a joint statement about how our coming to the collection sites and giving people a free starter pack of cannabis medicine when they turn in their drugs is going to be a wonderful incentive to getting people to throw away their opiates and turn to something natural. And we're supposed to be working together in a private public partnership between our church and the federal government, and that's why President Trump has been doing all the things he's been doing lately with Jeff Sessions to deschedule cannabis. So now that it's done, I was told, could you switch me to Mr. Patterson's office, please? Thank you. You do a very good job there. I appreciate the work you do. Thank you.
Today, watch Reverend Ann hand out joints at a DEA event as she continues chainsawing the logjam so all people can personally live out President Trump's descheduling order. That is, until he defeats the DEA's disobedience.
All right, I appreciate that. And what's the name of the person to whom you're switching me? Colin Clark. In what office?
Liaison policy.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, hold on for a minute.
This could be a while we miss a burn one.
I know it's 4:20.
Within the diversion division, leave me a message and I'll give you a call back.
Record your message at the tone. When you're finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Good afternoon. This is Reverend Armstrong from the Healing Church. And two things. You didn't call me back the other day. I think that was you. And I'm calling now because we're supposed to be putting out a joint statement, my church and your office, about in Massachusetts, we're going to be at the Take Back the Medicine, the drug sites, passing out good medicine. So a cannabis medicine starter pack to incentivize the people bringing in their drugs. So again, my number is 4. Just leave me your email address. I will send you the text of the joint statement, no pun intended, so, that we're going to be putting out. And if I don't hear back from you, I'm going to assume that you approve of it. My publication time is 5:30. Ken and Gordon, can you tell me what you're doing here outside of the Westboro fire station?
Absolutely, Deaconess Ann. Today is National DEA Takeback Day.
Get a free herbal sample pack. Cannabis is good for us, and God wants us to have it. This is Deaconess Ann and Canon Allen, and we're wrapping up here at our Trade in Your Toxic Drugs for Healthy Herbs like cannabis in front of the Westboro Police Station, 42 Milk Street. We talked to a lot of nice people, and if you missed us here, then look for us next time and trade in your drugs for cannabis. Thank you, President Trump and DEA, for descheduling completely at the federal level so we can respect states' rights. God bless you. God bless America.